Hello guys and welcome back to the Guitar Bay. I'm Takis.
I'm Danny. What we're drinking today, mate?
Today, Danny, we're drinking something beginning with a Y because it's obviously a Y episode. And before I show you, I'm going to put my hot rod on standby because otherwise it's quite hissy.
It's Mountain Dew with tequila.
Correct. It's tequila and Mountain Dew, equal parts, and it's called the Yabba Dabba Dew, as in
It's a Scooby-Doo.
D-E-W.
Cheers. Thanks for tuning in.
With lots of ice.
That's a hangover cure, I think.
Oh, that's good.
Wow, it's ice cold. Yeah, that's really good.
I mean, it's been a bunch of really hot days here in the Rhineland.
Yeah.
It's quite muggy and humid. So yeah, it's, as you can see with our clothes, it's hot.
Yeah, I look like I'm going on a festival today with a hat, but it's just a bad hair day. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm using this Sierra tequila from Guadalajara, Mexico, and lots of ice. And it's really good, actually.
It's kind of like a
it's
mojito.
Flintstone. It's not Scooby-Doo, it's Flintstones. Yabba Dabba Doo is Fred Flintstone's catchphrase.
Oh, true, yeah.
Scooby's more like, something like that. Anyway, yeah.
It's my turn to give you a guitar today.
And you told me that you brought the one, as in the one you've been talking about all this time.
Yes.
Like, mate, I've got this guitar, it's amazing. It's the best guitar I've played in my life, you said once.
Yeah, it is. It's the
is
best
it the
guitar
one
I've
that's
ever...
threatening to displace your Jackson?
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. It's just, I fell in love with the guitar when I got it, and I was looking for one for a while. Found it for 600 on Reverb. Got it sent over. It came from Italy.
It came from Italy, all right.
Yeah, and these guitars just are on a different level of. It's made in Indonesia, so it's not American.
Made in Indonesia. What was the money again? Sorry.
600.
You paid 600 for it.
Yeah.
Second hand. Made in Indonesia.
Mm-hmm. Where a lot of guitars are coming from at the moment.
Yes.
And this one is one that it sort of retails for about 1,000.
Right.
Came out for
right.
about 1,000.
I can start guessing now, but if it's threatening to replace your Jackson, it's in the Strat territory. You've got it right there in your game.
It's in my Jackson bag.
In your Jackson bag
Jackson's
already.
Probably feeling a bit left out.
Yeah.
Because I love my Jackson. I'll probably keep it, but this guitar does something
so
different.
If it's Indonesia and that price point you said, and threatening to replace your Jackson as your main axe.
I think you probably know.
I'm thinking Strat style guitar. So it's either a Strat or a Super Strat.
And what Super Strats are there?
What Super Strats are there? I mean, PRS is not really Super Strats in that sense. Indonesian PRSs go for about up to 700-800, so you could have found a really good one for 600. It could be it can't be a Fender.
They're not made there.
It could be. I think Shure only makes instruments in the US.
Yeah.
They don't have some kind of deal with an Asian manufacturer to.
Well, there's three brands. There's Schecter, Charvel.
This is what I was about to say
Ibanez.
now. I don't think it's an Ibanez. I think you don't like Ibanez guitars much. So I'm thinking either Schecter or Charvel. And you've been consuming a lot of Nick Johnston, is his name? He plays with a Schecter, doesn't he? And you went to the music store some months ago and you played a Schecter and you kept talking about it. So I was about to say Schecter or Charvel Super Strat.
I did look for one, yes.
And they have some good models in Indonesia, right? Schecter,
they're amazing, yeah.
Charvel too? Charvel is owned by Fender, right?
Yeah, I thought they were made in Mexico, but a lot of them are made in...
Okay. So is it is it now
time
to open the guitar?
It's beautiful as well.
I mean, I would be surprised if it's not a Super Strat. That's the one thing I would bet money on, knowing you, because I think you are at heart
a
Super Strat player.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, this is a Strat layout. It's greenish. Or is it a blue? Is it a blue? A surf green?
It's the surf green, pretty much.
Okay, this looks like a Strat. This is not even a Super Strat. This is a Strat. 3 single coils. I haven't looked at the headstock yet, But judging by those, it must be a Schecter. It is a Schecter. Schecter Diamond Series with a wonderful
I love the color as well.
green, surf green.
I actually have a story. My guitar teacher my first guitar teacher from back home, Bill, he played a surf green Schecter, but one of the US made replicas that they used to do of the Strats, like complete rip-off of Strats.
This is heavy duty here.
And this is exactly what he played, and but that guitar was so heavy, I remember, and this one is pretty light.
This is quite a light guitar.
Roasted maple neck, which I love. It's got locking tuners, which are amazing. The
Schecter locking tuners. So there's a signature here. Is that?
That's Nick Johnston.
It's Nick Johnston's.
Yeah.
Crafted in Indonesia. Okay,
and
because
the
backplate says Sun Valley, California, USA.
But dude, this guitar plays like butter.
This is
insane.
So the truss rod adjustment is from down here. The nut is it's graphite. I can see that the neck is roasted maple.
It's really thin. It's a nice thin neck as well. Just feels the nice rolled frets.
Feels like and
brilliant. Volume and tone, which I like as well. It's not traditional getting in your way.
Yes, I agree.
And whammy bar it's not locking, which is really a big benefit, I think, because the Jackson, I like the Floyd Rose and I like the stability of it, but it's so annoying to change strings, and this is just like a normal guitar. It's very stable, and the only thing I'm not sure, I haven't obviously played it through a big amp yet, so I'm wondering,
the pickups.
The pickups are insane. The pickups are beautifully voiced, but the bridge pickup, should I put a humbucker in there?
I see, to make it a super Strat, essentially.
Or the double, the DiMarzio Cruiser, like Andy Timmons has. Let's see.
One of those humbuckers in single coil format. Yeah, those like the mid position pickup that I have on my Squire. This super distortion, DiMarzio super distortion.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's an insanely good guitar.
So it must be roasted maple, right? I mean, the color is exactly what I've registered in my brain as roasted maple, and then ebony.
I think
or
so,
rosewood, because it's quite dark.
I think ebony.
So it looks more like ebony than rosewood. It is very light. It feels very good. I haven't even... And it's in E flat.
It's in flat, yeah.
Because we like Strats and super Strats in E flat, don't we? That's fair. Okay, dry completely. A tiny amount of reverb.
Very stratty, isn't it? So stratty.
Nicely balanced.
The middle, going to the sort of middle and neck positions also really.
Glassy, you said, yeah? And bridge. Remember, we're just clean in the hot rod with no pedals, no delay, no reverb. You just hear the pickups now. And my fingers, that's the, sorry for that. Doesn't take your head off. That's really nice.
No.
That's a really nice rounded bridge Strat pickup. And the neck was awesome too. Strat, just textbook Strat.
Right?
Yes, as it should be. I want to put some juice on it. So, as always, Royal Blue overdrive. I keep finding myself just lowering the gain, just making the amp louder and just the gain on the pedal even less to just get this break up.
You can see it's going back.
It's going down, yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's at just over 9 o'clock. Neck. Without. It's there. The guitar is there. I mean, the volume is at halfway, but the guitar hasn't lost.
Still there, right?
What it is. Yeah. That's the test, isn't it? So again, full volume with the Royal Blue. Beautiful. The guitar is just there, the gain went away, some of the volume too, but the EQ curve of the guitar is exactly the way it was all the way up, which is what you want.
It's epic.
Especially with a Strat. I approve. Okay. Just going through the pickup positions. Yes. The Dire Straits position 2. And some bridge. Yes, yes. All right. And I'm going to give it some rat, just for high gain.
myself getting lost in this guitar in a good way. So I'm just gonna go through what I like. As I told you.
Get lost now in front of us.
That's enough.
Talk about getting lost here.
That's just fucking
mate,
awesome. Like.
You do not need a humbucker.
No.
Bridge position. This bridge pickup is wild. It's really good, and it has all the beef you need. And I think, generally speaking, you know, beef. These pickups are one league higher than your Jackson.
Absolutely. You just pick up so much of the sound. And like I say, I just get so lost in this guitar. I love it so much. It's really just been the best.
I mean, if everything comes together, the sound plus the playability, you know, the playing experience and the what happens here on the neck and the frets and everything. Anything else you can tell us about the guitar, like alder or ash?
Don't know.
Woo! All right.
That was fun.
Yeah, I tuned the Harley Benton HB 35 plus. This time said it right from the previous episode. Very quickly and very stably. So it's without any issues, just tuned every string once. I didn't have to readjust. Stayed in tune nice.
But you can, I know it's humbuckers and single coils, but there is a big tone difference. Like the clarity in these pickups compared to them is...
And we said that these pickups in particular were not amazing. The humbucker, you know, in full humbucker mode, they're great. The split is quite disappointing.
Yeah.
But we've got a different beast today in the Bay, and this knocked it out of the park, I think.
Yeah, it's just awesome. And it's going to be featuring a lot more often on the Bay. So it's...
Yeah, Danny decided this is not going anywhere. I'm not selling this. This is my new guitar.
Well, part of the reason I wanted to get the review done was so that I could show you and play
it
it.
suits you crazy.
Right. I'm just a happy boy with this. What's your album with Y?
Oh, straight into the next section. That was good.
Yeah,
I like
it's
it.
not getting sold, so.
Yeah. There's nothing else to say about the guitar. It's not getting sold. That's decided. Fair enough. A sip of my melted ice. What was it? Yabba Dabba Dew.
Yabba Dabba Dew.
Tequila and Mountain Dew. It's really good though. I like it. I think it's the best heavy spirit that we've had so far.
And that's pretty shitty tequila, isn't it?
It's all right. Is it? I don't know.
I think it's pretty bad, yeah.
Oh, it says Mexico on
I've
it.
seen it at parties. My album with Y is
Go ahead, yeah.
Yours Truly, Angry Mob.
I should know this.
Maybe if I say it right. Yours Truly.
I think so.
It's a band. It's a typical band for me.
Yeah, it's exactly. It must be something.
Kaiser Chiefs.
Kaiser Chiefs. Yours truly, Angry Mob. That's right. That was the big one. That was the big one. I don't know if it's the first one, but it's the one with
Ruby.
With Ruby and with Love's Not a Competition, but I'm winning. And,
Angry Mob, the song as
yes.
well. We are the Angry Mob. It's very great music and also great sounding.
They hit
albums.
a spot. They hit a spot. The vocalist, the guitar sounds, the bandness. Saw them live once in London back in the mid-2000s.
They know how to do a show.
Perfectly fine band.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going back to my... I was torn for Y because I've been listening to You're the One by Paul Simon a lot lately, and generally in my late 20s, early 30s. But I'm going to go back to my late teens because this one is one of the albums that I've listened to so much that it just has to be, my favorite Y album in that sense of just the amount of time played. Euthanasia by Megadeth. 94, I believe, right after Countdown to Extinction. So Holy Wars is in Rust in Peace, then Countdown to Extinction, like 91 or 92. Euthanasia must be 93 or 94.
Dave Mustaine.
Dave Mustaine, the golden lineup of Megadeth: Dave Mustaine, Dave Ellefson, Nick Menza, and of course Marty Friedman. They made like 4 albums with this lineup. It's heavy, it's slower than the previous albums. There's no thrashy, metal-y kind of attitude. But every single song is amazing. Like, you listen to this album literally from beginning to end. Tons of riffs. What I adore about Megadeth is that there's so much vocabulary, there's so much melodies, and almost every time, there is the riff of the song, there is the rhythmic part for the singing, and then the solo has a different story altogether. It's either a new rhythmic part or the basic one, but slightly different, with more bars or with a bit something else. He always does that when he composes solos. There's a different story, there's a different thing that they play when they do the solo. And it's, right from the start, from Reckoning Day all the way, A Tout Le Monde is in there, Train of Consequences, Killing Road, Elysian Fields, I could just name all the songs. But it's from beginning to end, maybe with Black Curtains, the final one, which is a bit of a meh song. All the others are top notch, like single quality songs. And of course, it's a distortion of a corruption of the spelling. Yeah, euthanasia, euthanasia. So it shouldn't be with a Y, but it is. So yeah, Megadeth Euthanasia, and a sick cover too, with the lady putting the babies on the washing line. It's quite something. Yeah, so that's my album for today.
This is our last, this is the Y, so we're almost on the Z.
This is the Y, that's right. This is the Y, correct. So we're done with the first season, and we're about to do a recap episode soon, after the X, obviously. No, the Z. Forgot the alphabet.
Going backwards with tequila.
Yeah, it's the tequila, or tequila, like Danny Kavanagh of Anathema says.
I think we'll go through what we've kept and maybe do a Bay tour.
Do a Bay tour.
Show us what's kicking about, how we set up, how we do our videos.
Change things a bit. Maybe introduce a kind of a spin-off type episode, shorter episode with gear. Because as you've seen, We don't do pedals really anymore. We just buy pedals and we incorporate them in our existing pedal boards without really doing separate episodes for pedals. So maybe we should do something.
I'll show you my pedal board just now, what I'm running, because I think I found my dream setup finally.
You don't need one more gain stage?
No, don't think so. I can do that with the Line 6 as well, with M5.
With some crazy octaver or something, or an octafuzz. Okay, cool. Yes. So thanks for watching, for subscribing, for commenting, for being here. Enjoy, and I'll see you. We'll see you soon. Cheers, mate.